Hello again. Welcome back to Every Problem. This is Stewart Calculus 8th edition, section 1.1, problem 32. In this string of problems, it says, find the domain of the function. And as stated with the previous problem with 31, one of the good first steps to finding the domain is also to find what isn't the domain. With that said, let's take a look at what function we're given for 32. It says f of x equals 2x cubed minus 5 all over x squared plus x minus 6. One thing that we should know about fractions is that we cannot have a 0 in the denominator, because that will make your function undefined anywhere there is a 0 in the denominator. And that's pretty much the only criteria in this case that makes our function undefined. So what we'll do is we'll find what makes the denominator 0, and then we'll go ahead and write what our domain is. Now let's take this denominator here, x squared plus x minus 6, and let's factor it out. It looks like it factors out to x plus 3 times x minus 2. And so what would then make any of those terms here, any of these terms underlined in yellow? We ask ourselves, what would make those 0? Either one, really. Well, the first one would be negative 3, and the second one would be a positive 2. And now we know that the x values cannot be negative 3 or positive 2, but they could be anything else. And with that said, we now have all the information that we need to write our statement about the domain. So let's write domain, and we'll write open bracket, negative infinity. The reason it's open is because on either side of infinity, you can't technically close it off. And so that makes infinity open. Negative infinity all the way up to, but not including negative 3, because at negative 3, that's where we run into problems with our graph. Then I'm going to use this large U, meaning union, which also just means including maybe another set, or just including something, right? Union negative 3, this is from negative 3, but not including, that's why I have the open bracket there, or parenthesis, negative 3, comma 2. So the graph goes all the way up to 2, but does not include 2. Then we'll have one more union, and lastly we'll finish it off with 2 all the way up to positive infinity. And that's going to be our domain for problem 32.